Hey guys, welcome back. This is Buttonwood Crossing. Thank you for joining us today. We are going to be going over about the third or fourth day in New Horizons here. Here we are with Tom Nook doing his good old-fashioned good morning announcements. I think it's actually afternoon with us here today. So yesterday's video did not end too well, with all the technical difficulties. The last few minutes of that video was really just going over how to make the perfect snow boy. As you can see right there, they're already melting away. I can gladly go over how to build the perfect snow boy at a different point in a different video if you guys need. There are plenty of guides out there that you can look up and go over. I was able to upgrade my tent into a house. Yay! So of course, with that house we get the extra storage, and this is Tom telling me of course I owe him more bells, as usual, never ending. But for this first time it's only 98,000 bells, so therefore it's really not going to be very hard. Last night I spent some time just doing some diving and swimming and whatnot, and I can show you how to do that in another video. Very easy, very fun, definitely cool to see what creatures you find down deep in that ocean out there. So here we are, I'm going through just my daily routine. I usually check Nook Shopping every day, and if there's a KK Slider song in there that I don't already have, I usually buy it. I like to keep that collection just to have. Some of his songs are pretty rare that you don't usually see very often in Nook Shopping, and whenever KK does come, you usually can request a secret song. So here is Timmy saying that they want to upgrade the shop, which is awesome. So here comes where they are greedy for materials. So we're gonna have to go out, grab some materials. Yesterday, along with the swimming, I did grab a bunch of materials. I set them aside of the resident services because I really don't have that much space in my house, and it's just easy to keep them outside, easily accessible, with my DIY bench that we can do. So as you could probably see there, that I did skip some time just because I ran back and grabbed some materials to give to Timmy. He gave me in return just a couple wallpaper and flooring and whatnot. So this is where I decided to put their shop. I don't know if it's going to be permanent just yet, but I do love having the shops up on tiers and usually around a cliffside. So we'll see if that stays there. I'm not sure. So here I am going to assess some fossils, try to get to that 15 donations mark finally. I feel like it took forever because, like I said in the last video, I had such a hard time trying to find any kind of creatures to donate, so therefore I just kind of went with the whole fossils thing. So I did skip a day just to try to get a couple more fossils around the island. It did work. Yay. Thank goodness. I was kind of worried that we would have like a duplicate or something. So now we are able to upgrade the museum, and it will be a nice big stone building the next time I see you guys, which means I will finally be able to donate my sea creatures that I found diving the other day, so it won't be all cluttered around the island. Yay. So this is me just showing you how many miles I have, which I thought was going to be a lot harder to gain them. It was very easy to get those 6,000 miles, like after I had to pay Nook about, what was it, 5,000? So it was definitely a lot easier to get those extra 6,000 after I had to pay him the 5,000. So I did skip ahead today. I skipped ahead because not only because of the museum, but I did run out of things to be able to do for Tom. But sad news, the museum is completely boarded up today just because they are doing the renovations and whatnot. But that does mean that Nook's Cranny is open, so therefore we get to go check that out. And with it now being about, I think, the 4th or 5th day at this point, I can't keep track of these days, they run together at this point. So Isabel is finally calling. My favorite part. I love Isabel. She is my absolute favorite little darling. So she should be coming within the next few days, so another huge step. So we got those like extra things, like I said, with the updates. Luna gave us her bed and stuff like that so we can do the dream addresses, which I told you before I'm super excited about, to be able to show my other island. Lots of work put into it. So here's the museum up here, which also made me realize the villagers upgraded their houses. Like, how cute! I actually kind of like the brown one. It kind of goes with the aesthetic of the island, but still not keeping him. Definitely not my favorite villager. So here we are, we're gonna go over to Nook's Cranny, check it out. Don't mind me, I did take a ladder from my other island, just, I don't know. I wanted to put this up here, I didn't want to have to wait and push it all around. So, awesome, Mabel is here, so thank goodness we get to change our clothes soon because, eesh, ugly outfit much. She is just the sweetest little darling, her and Sable. So back here is where they keep the back cabinet. This keeps all your tools and your flowers and umbrellas and the extra DIYs that I had bought the other day. They do have more, so I did grab one of those. So he's gonna download that to my phone, which is great. Right now in Nook's Cranny, this is the most basic shop, I guess, besides him being in the resident services tent. Over here is the wallpaper and floors. So with the items that they sell in Nook's Cranny, they are always like very small, very common, like not really stuff that you want to put around your house, I feel like, and around the island, so very basic things, but I can't wait to upgrade. You will see how awesome the new furniture sets do become in this game. Definitely different from the past few games. I mean, I do miss New Leaf furniture a lot. So this is the house. Definitely a huge size comparison from the tent. The best part about it is the storage. I love that you don't have to put up a wardrobe or a dresser or a closet or something that you've had to in New Leaf and whatnot. You can just press the button and everything's right there, as you can see. It does start out very little, but I mean, you don't start out with much in the game. So as you upgrade your house, you upgrade your storage. Best part about it. So this is the part that I love the most about the tutorial. We get to put the villagers' houses up, but we also get to put like decorations outside, and we get to give them their starter furniture. So you don't get to actually choose your first 5 villagers, obviously you saw with the first 2, but they also autofill with the 3 after the first 2, which does stink, but it is what it is. They are very easy to just replace down the road. And especially with these guys, their technical starter homes are not what their actual houses would usually look like on the inside, so you do miss out on a lot on there. Tom gave us the bridge to build over just wherever you want on the river to try to help you place the houses in like a more wide open area because we are stuck on just this tiny part of the land. So it would be easier for the villagers to just hop right over on the bridge. You do have to make it. It is not very flattering. I mean, some people might love it, but to me, I hate this bridge. I always demolish it as soon as I possibly can. Just a very simple one, as you can see. I'm going to end up putting it where I will put a future bridge. I found this perfect little diagonal spot. I don't know how you guys feel about the diagonal spots, but oh my goodness, a bridge there is just, it looks so pretty, especially in pictures. It can be very frustrating to put a bridge up or an incline without having terraforming unlocked yet, because as you can see, I tried multiple times to put it somewhere and I couldn't because it just didn't meet the qualifications that it needed, but it works out in the end always, especially having that diagonal spot. I'm pretty excited about it. So Nook is going to give us 3 housing kits, which means we get to place these guys wherever we want, and usually I would put them in their permanent spot, but at this point in the game, with how much river I have on my map, I don't think I'm going to be keeping these guys where I plant them to begin with, only because with these housing kits, you have extra room because of having to decorate the outside, that they won't fit exactly where I want them to be permanently, if that makes sense. So you will see in just a minute where I end up putting these guys. And I don't even know if these guys are going to be like how I want this set up in the city part, because this is actually right where you see resident services, and down into the bottom left corner of the map, this is all going to be like a cityscape, or like an old country town, I guess I should say, because it's old European style is what I'm going to try to shoot for with my theme. And then the whole top right hand portion is going to be all farms and countryside and whatnot. So I actually have a theme that I'm going to be doing with my villagers as well. So I'm going to show you probably at the end of this video with how I have this set up, what we're going to be doing villager wise, because I told myself I made a list of 3 different like types of villagers, I guess I should say, with how I want to do my island, and whoever showed up at the island first is who I was going to base my villagers off. So I have a villager list of all black and white villagers, and then I have a villager list of like just random cuties that would fit into a European style. And then I also have a list where it was elegant villagers and then more of like a country-esque set of villagers. So you will see at the end of this one, and I was kind of excited but kind of bummed at the same time, because I feel like this was my like second choice of villagers that I would have chosen for this island, but it's okay because, you know, like I said, we can always just switch them right out. You will see that furniture appeared, but I just skipped over you having to see all the boring work of doing all the DIYs and whatnot. So here we are, all done with the plots, and we are going over to Tom Nook, tell him the good news, and we are coming up to the end of the video, and you actually get to see who autofills in your houses that you just put up. And they don't all move in on the same day. They will move in like within the next 3 days, 1 each day. So as we go on, we're going to keep doing requests for Tom, and he gifted us with some fencing, and you will come to learn that Isabel loves fencing in order for you to get a 3-star island. I did go ahead and just pay off my 98,000 bells loan to him so I could upgrade my house. I'm not like in the biggest rush to get a bigger house, but I do love to decorate my own house, and I do have like a lot of ideas for it this time. So I am probably just going to get a good jump start on it, because I did have all those sea creatures that I did sell to Tommy and Timmy. So therefore, there's that. Pretty excited. So here we are. We got Jacob. He is a bird. We got Wendy. She's a like sheep ram kind of guy, or a girl. Oh my goodness, girl. And Dora. So Dora is on the list for black and white. We're going to go with black and white villagers. Thank you so much, guys, for coming out today and watching this. I hope to see you next time.